Speaker of Parliament Akasa. Ghana must adopt a local dialect as an official language. Right Honorable Aban Bagben. Se Ghana MP dialect ba konenye na official. Ebese eye adwempa ebam ye tumpon. Tentem emama Ghana akona nim tentem. Ebese papa babia otene ye hwe eye. Die odie so ye. Sente sa pa dia nka Ghana were pressing issues. Ghana were more important issues else you focus on. And yet kasa the language impact Ghana's GDP. If we change the language, say a factory and as a Gan and as ever and at the Banlia, how would that impact Ghana's GDP? A business say, hey, Debbie, let's maintain the English. Oko factory says here, and as a Oko Fagan, and as ever and at the Banley, and at the Garia. Se basa uko swande wa brochra this oko tre IELTS and I say this oko tre TOEFL basa say no Ghana can make a case say English na ye use to school, English na use to churches in many places, in public places Ghana uses English into the intina ye maintaining the English nessa adoma kasa Fana Voice TV and ye bedin komo. Speaker of Parliament Akasimbi, Right Honorable Aban Bagben Akasimbi about language, or say we must adopt a local language or a local dialect as our official language. Is it true? Say Ghana adopted local language and I said a local dialect as our official language, we will progress, we will develop faster. And is it true? So there are some mixed reactions, some counterfactuals, some disagreement, some mentimo huase, some ebeko goldie enka enko corner about this comment. The comment in the yen hadi. And so yen nkomo kakra. Language ayadie here ama o man bia. My more practical example. You heard Russia-Ukraine war. You say Russia is mighty, or more mightier than Ukraine. Didn't know Russia ain't me conquer Ukraine in the shortest possible time. Didn't know Russia ain't me defeat Ukraine within 2 or 3 months, and that's within 4 months. Still, that war is still pending. One code, one secret, language. The language factor. What happened? And I said, what is happening? Ukraine for no independent. In fact, gain independence as far as 1991. But no use Russian language. Ukraine, the eastern part, the Donbass, even the capital, Kiev, Russian language. It got to a point that Ukraine banned that time who said they need to place emphasis on their culture and language. No more kasa Ukraine for no kasa. Esi omo kasa o schools. No more kasa Ukraine for kasa no. They focus on their culture and develop their culture. So from that time coming, from 1995, 1996 coming on, the then Ukraine government and say, also omo money ko omo language who schools. No more children can have quick school. And they are in Tokyo Bay. Missing Ukraine was able to protect its citizens from the severe Russian attacks just by switching language. But what I say, just by switching language. And almost symbols, almost signs are our Russian munino, almost changing quickly. They call Ukraine Kasa. If you kasa no mo kana ya Russian no no mo declare say ay official no omu switch e call Ukraine kasa enti otamfo na to but okasa wonte, and that is a weapon, that is a tool. So I'm saying language can be a powerful tool during war times. A dear language ayo code upo umpo oyo maya language ayo identity. The language is the strongest code. Nti se obi betimi wa se timi fo bi betimi wa na awose odi kan break into your language. Nti na so wahwe a abofo no bi estate esua Swahili, Shona, any other languages. Language any ID, any code. A odi ye bibia. Nti se obi be enslave wa o ma usua ne kasa. If a country, if somebody who feels dominant, a person or enslave first or mawusuane kasa. So use my language, learn my language before you get a job. In many places in Europe, in Germany, in Holland, in Belgium, in Italy, in France, to get a good job means you have to learn their language. England, you have to learn the English. Nti sa ba didi adwuma benya ye no be ye hand to mouth sa. So language ya de a ye de enslave obi. Language ya de a ye de to obi man be kan ho. If not enslaving krana or the chuma obe kan ho. You may call it like integration, but mean for total integration sir. But ya de a depend de chon like or the leo or the entice. Or money beautiful, or money sound good, or learn my language so that you can survive, you can integrate easily, and that. That is language for you. Into language, idea so we person or tosha also, and also person or enslave you, and also person will break your ID, and also coder or use you. Either you learn his or her language, or he learns your language. So I did back say you shouldn't no. To prevent colonialism in Ghana or in Africa, it's about time we started thinking about a language. It's about time Africans started thinking about a language to use, because colonialism no FAD must see that phase of imperialism or neo-colonialism. Already a Russian for a year, already a UK for a year, the Chinese year, the Americans and Eguso yena. Ombesa babium in full force. Ombesa babium in full force. And globalization a year, that doesn't mean say a continent like Mother Africa cannot get a common language. I was used to say who took from West Africa or East Africa, so that who took from south to the north, So language is still our code. I was used to as Africans. Ubedru Ghana, you see the Chi language, the Gan language, the Dagari, the Ewe, the Hausa, vernacular. Into we are crampers or catchy, school man. If you speak Gan, into Oka Gan, Oka Ewe, Oka Hausa, Oka Dagari, Oka Dagomba, and Dagbanli, school man, vernacular. A vernacular simply means it's a language spoken by ordinary people in a society. Into Dagbanli no, Dagari no, Ewe no, Chi Niga no, a vernacular. Name English no, and the standard language. I think so Hokrano, there is some error there. I was here checking. But let's talk. Innovation and technology. Innovation and technology in Korea, Japan, China, Malaysia, Indonesia, India, East African po, Kenya, Uganda, ho, Jomu ye kakra, Sudan, ho na nasafona, a language. East Africa, no, they're able to integrate easily. You see that sense of belonging, kakra, because they have a language widely spoken by many people in East Africa. You hear Malaysia. Yana man for say export in Kwa. Yes, it could be a factor, but a more language or more adaptive use as our mind. China, population of about 1.4 billion. Chinese population of about 1.4 billion, no, or more 302 languages. 302 languages, but more than any to ho and more far Mandarin, no. So Chinese use the Mandarin language and abu to develop. Internet or top phones be but the Chinese my instructions and the gadget be Chinese language na dey go home. I mean many appliances. If you follow tech and AI and asefo many things being developed. I mean, things that come from that side, Korea, China, Japan, they use their language. They use their language to build these products, to develop these gadgets for you to use. It is how you're Chinese. It's easy to pick some tech. When you're Chinese, it's easy to adapt a specific innovation and I say technology. Africa, Ghana, you have research, but many of them are in English. Nto mami otifie, ona na otifie no, ontimi nkan mpo. No ho se say na eko. Necessary baby a yabeduru ni. Yetiri mpo na ye say yewo media stations amu promote the use of chi. Nti by now nka baby a English. It comes to one point, language who here. Korea omu use omu Korean language and I said the Hangul, the Korean language or the Hangul and the Korea. Oko Korea so you muka Chinese wo ho, you muka French any English in now but omu to Korean and 20. The Korean language now that's what you use. But what I say, Japan. We are Accra from kindergarten to senior high school. We Japanese language no and they all courses. You can ask anybody in Japan. Say Accra ni from kindergarten to senior high school no language back open na be use which is the Japanese language. Now we do SS. That's all to us work tertiary and other branches of education now and now we dey brofo here dey. We dey brofo ka ho. See, we dey brofo no be start akira akona na dey from senior high school going. That is the case of Japan. And in Japan, omu innovation, omu technology, omu bus, omu cars, omu bibia, the language for instruction, many of them now are in Japanese. That is making Japan. Indonesia is the fourth populous country. But here, omu kasa bahasa no, eno be yusu. But omu other languages like the Jawa. And the Bahasa language, 20% of Indonesians are used to the Bahasa. I mean, that is their language. But what my yama says, Indonesia, almost 94% and the Bahasa. The Bahasa language is meant for only 20% of the population of Indonesia. But a neoma yama Bahasa no, enipa, and also almost 94%. And the Bahasa language. It comes to one point. Again, is the language. And Abua Indonesia, a man now moka the emerging economies. India, the Hindi language, and Omuyusu. No doubt, Omu culture and train. Aside, either not throwing its culture away, no. Omu language, which is the Hindi, and I say anything Omuluku Indian, no. Still no Omuntu train. Their culture and language. Yanshan and so, Sakasa Yadia here. My cited example of South Africa, East Africa, Japan, China, Korea, Indonesia, Malaysia, and what have you. Oma use language, aside their population advantage, they still use their language to progress. Here are some counterfactuals, some mixed reactions, some disagreements, and so betting a kakrana. So let's look at some of these things. A business say, hey, Debbie, let's maintain the English. I mean the academic and the professionals, the people who are in school, who almost Debbie. Oko factory is here, and I say Oko Faga, and I say another Banley, another Garia. So basa uko sua de wa brochura this oko try IELTS and I say this oko try TOEFL basa say no Ghana can make a case say English na ye use to school, English na use to churches in many places, in public places Ghana uses English into na ye maintaining the English nessa than to go and switch to Ghana and I say ever na Dagbanle na fe obetu kwan opese otu kwan ko sua de wa brochura almost say kofa IELTS and answer TOEFL bra beside the burden member students any many prospective students who person kusua de our abrochre. Until let's maintain the English. A business argument, I don't know. Yes, somebody may say, I'm on far for any chefa. Senkenye English, better than you to coin, aquamanone, akosua de, ayo masters, no PhD, no, if not for English and also French. But hey, we can have good schools in Ghana that say, what my research, man, come on, I bet my kanya like the case of China, Korea, Japan. India for enum Hindi. Okay, Europe. 28 countries in the Schengen zone. Europe are developing, but these countries have their unique languages and culture. Yes, there are some similarities in the cultures, but okay, language, Italy kasanko, France kasanko, Belgium kasanko, Germany kasanko, Switzerland krano, German no, and German they no, and yes straightforward vocabs BC, Austria, the same thing. Luxembourg, the same thing. Polish for Kasanko, Czech Republic. And so all these countries, no, and the former 28 countries, no, are EU, no. A banner saying no mutumia they develop. That is the question. They have unique languages. Yet they have developed. And I said they are moving on. It is because Emirates say what's a Ghana, ye pet language back. It's for what purpose? It's for what reason? So where disagreement back and as a counterfactual back I was a nipa yehwe na yedwene ho kwa akiri say Europe ego our man ho do bebrebe omo languages bebrebe and so more developing. You can make the case for America so more cabrofo but America kwa Spanish for you mo Spanish oh America brofo kra wonte. Yes, obi wa America brofo kra wonte. Or the Spanish and no Musa, but or America. So somebody can use the case. Say yes, American power moka English no dominant language English no. Your minor languages for honum still they are surviving, they are moving. Another point is the concept of EU, any America, any Spanish, any English, any everywhere. Another thing is which language to use. Ghana some Ghana as some Ghana. You use Ghana. Dagbanle, you dagare, you ever, and I say tree. A busy tree na popular. A busy tree na but it could create a problem. It could create a problem, say that superiority complex never say I can say. Because those who use tree because see a kind. Your casa na popular. And we are already superior. To say we use to tree in the air, then it will be more popular. And I say, yeah. This is our language, this is our culture. Take it or leave it. Until a desired sense of relevance, the best idea, it will heighten it. People feel say it will heighten that sense of relevance, and I say that superiority complex, a best I heightened when we go for one language and abandon the other language because there was some undertones go oh yeah, Ghanaian into the oh yeah, Santini into the Chini into the and to adapt a language and also to adapt a local language as Ghana's official language, a bit here research, a bit here consensus, any research. A bit when they say minister, say be a odabremu baby a what okay. That I would know. I'm say okay, a farmer, as boys used to say, a farmer, because some people believe that there are pressing issues, there are major issues to contend with as a nation. There are issues also yet share because a common amount for because amount for in hospitals in Port because from one region to the other region there are other pressing issues. And this is not the time to debate about which language to use. And this is also a big consensus. To where, like I said, the counterfactuals, the disagreement, and what have you. So, if we change the language, will it impact the GDP? I think I've answered that in the previous submission. Say, countries like Japan, Malaysia, China, India, I mean, you can mention many countries as you can. Or more developed because they have a common language. Today, Ghana, another disagreement and also mixed reaction. Or Ghana sisi and say ever kasa ye angunafo kasa no is being spoken in about 5 countries in West Africa, from Ivory Coast to Nigeria. Some tribes speak ever. So angunafo be say yemfa ever no because it's popular. Even in Ghana is the second widely spoken language. The ever is the second widely spoken language. Inti they also have some strong interest and also some strong stakes in which language to use. No, Hausa, West Africa, in about 17 countries, no, almost 13 of them, Okoha Hausa no use. Or you can use the Hausa in all countries in West Africa. To say affect JDA any trade and commerce purpose into no. Didn't know for Hausa. Why don't we learn Hausa, Nyanya Hausa, official language in Ghana? If we see pidgin, like the case of Nigeria, or more population advantage, but some people believe say it's not only about their population, but it's also about they having that pidgin thing. So from the south to east, west to north, if you can speak pidgin in Nigeria, you can survive. So that is another thing. Say, why don't we choose the pidgin? We're choosing pidgin help. And the BBC using pidgin. So why don't we choose the pidgin as an official language in Ghana? So yeah, we can have that pathways, that chance to do business across the sub-region for the purpose of trade and also be a commerce. Into no, people suggest to say yemfa pidgin. So it's either the ever, the pidgin, or the Hausa. These are common languages and also widely spoken languages in West Africa. Man for air consider. Ubusa me say me take any say because yes, it's about time Ghana had one popular language being taught in schools, being spoken by many Ghanaians. That will help. It will help Ghana progress and advance. This debate of even having a common language, should be pushed beyond the borders of Ghana to the frontiers of Africa. So it's about time say Africa has a common language, either one or two widely spoken languages in Africa. I train school, I will be able to be atiasiye abebo Africa. So, Right Honorable Alban Bagben and push this debate even to ECOWAS. Say it's about time Africa got a language. I will be able to make it. Medical say language is a powerful tool during war times. But in the case of Ukraine, an example, mature say language is your code and your identity. So if someone wants to defeat you, if someone wants to enslave you, it's about the language. Either you learn his language or he breaks into your language. Globalization air coso, neo-colonialism air coso. So if I say you fight the imperialists, if I say preventing neo-colonialism, I kasa because English no, or parliament a debate in English. What sorry a preacher in English. You all can be any panetias here, so the person can mingle, can understand you. A basa won't be any BBR. So one language for Ghana is good, and even let's think about one language or two languages for Africa. This is Final Voice TV. Medubesia.